What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Race.
Disney has always been known for their iconic TV series and movies, all of which have birthed multiple TV personnel and we all love and support even to this day. So, it is not a shocker that the Disney movie series The Zombies has made this possible for its cast members. The Zombies cast is richer than you think, especially...
No, it's just a handshake.
Before I dive into the beautiful cast of the movie series, The Zombies, for anyone wondering what this Disney plot is, I shall lay it out for you. The first installment of the movie musical was released way back in 2018, wherein students from Seabrook High and those that are living in Zombietown are in dire need of sorting things out between what the human race does and what the zombies don't, because, well, they need to. With all the merge and everything, it's hard to get used to the culture of another, as some can be different than what the other race usually does. Yeah, it's an established fact that humans and zombies coexisted in today's world. However, there are still boundaries and precautions that need to be done, such as giving the zombies their space through segregation of towns and whatnot. So you can imagine the major cultural shock this brings, not only for the human students, but for the students from Zombietown as well. I mean, could you imagine that? Living your whole life just like everyone else or having a routine and then something happens that makes it all disappear? That would be tragic. Added to this, the extreme but subtle dislike of two races of each other, not to mention the hostility between the two groups. Although all of this is happening really fast, of course there are some people who may or may not have been blossoming through their differences. Well, that might be Zed and Addison. Zed is a zombie football player and Addison is a human cheerleader. So you can imagine what their first meeting was like. Yeah, their first meeting might not have been as great as fairy tales like them to be, and things changed, and so does our impressions of people. Knowing the hostility growing and seeping through everyone's heads in town, I can totally see how they would start smashing that like button. Nah, not like that. However, I can see from a mile away that the two's growing friendship, and maybe more than that, can cause quite an uproar among a lot of people. I mean, it's not a shocker that people love to meddle with other people's business. It happens in the real world. Might as well do it in the movies too, no? Not to mention how their situation can be quite an opportunity for nasty words thrown their way, especially from humans against Zed. People see something different and they automatically think that it's wrong or that it's strange. However, the two got around it until the end, and you know what? They deserve to be in each other's arms, happy and content against the world they will surely face. Discrimination and hate against the non-normal is forever, after all. With the short recap of the first installment good and done, why don't I tell you the net worth of the biggest stars playing a part in this movie? I mean, it wouldn't come as a surprise that a lot of these people up their net worth by a whole bunch after such a successful movie, especially the main leads.
I love Zed. You love Zed? Aspen.
Let's start with Pierce Josa and his whopping $1.5 million net worth. Well, it's not that surprising, really, as Pierce is one of the fan favorites of the whole franchise. However, the actor doesn't only get this much with the franchise alone, he's also taken roles in How to Beat a Bully, The Purgerton, and a Disney TV series, Mech X4. But his role in The Zombies was surely his breakthrough on screen. Another member of the cast, Kylie Russell, also has a whopping $1.5 million on her net worth. Unlike Pierce, her income does not only rely on her role in the Zombies franchise, she also gets her income from roles in Where Children Play, Mississippi Damned, and Virtual High. However, unlike Pierce, Kylie is married, and that might shock everyone, but Kylie is currently 26 years old and has a child together with a husband. She also looks so young. I mean, she's passed off as a teenager, for crying out loud. That's gotta be some kind of witchcraft. The next cast member that is truly one of the richer cast members is one of the main leads, Meg Donnelly, with a net worth of $4 million. Aside from her role as Addison, the human cheerleader in the franchise, she was also famous for her role in American Housewife. It doesn't baffle me at this point really, as she is one of the most talented actresses I've ever heard of in this generation, and it feels kind of surreal actually to see such an amazing actress be recognized for her talents, not to mention a woman as young as her. Another cast member that might be richer than you think, certainly is richer than the leads, is baby Ariel with her net worth of $6 million US. In addition to this, based on the latest issue of Time magazine, she's also one of the most influential people on the internet. Like her co-star Meg, she's also a talented star. Not only is she good at acting, but she's also singing as well, debuting her first ever single in 2017. With that in mind, it is also hard to miss that baby Ariel won 2 consecutive Teen Choice Awards in 2016 and 2017. With all the nominations and awards that baby Ariel won, she is not the richest cast member of the Disney franchise. No, she is one of them, but she is certainly not.
You know what you've done, you're not welcome out here. You're out of luck, 'cause we are hunting.
Do you know who is? The one and only RuPaul. Yeah, the same one that hosted the very season of RuPaul's Drag Race. You could probably guess where he gets the $60 million US net worth, right? I mean, his role in the Zombies franchise is just a fraction of the net worth he currently has. Not only that, but RuPaul is one, if not the most well-known LGBTQ+ TV personnel there is in this lifetime. You're probably wondering, I did not see RuPaul in the movies. I couldn't miss him for sure. Well, of course, silly. RuPaul is part of the cast as the voice of the Mothership, a UFO that brought extraterrestrial beings to Earth, a new character addition to the latest installment of the franchise, Zombies 3. The newest installment was released back in July of this year, wherein the plot thickens as Seabrook hits that subscribe button and rings that notification bell. Oh, I mean, finally comes to terms with peace and harmony between all of the species currently residing in it. New ones arrived. Yeah, you guessed right, folks. Extraterrestrial beings have made themselves welcome to Seabrook. What may they bring? Chaos, of course. I mean, they think they mean no harm, but they certainly are hostile towards the zombies and the werewolf species that made their appearance on Zombies 2, and most especially to the humans.
United these creatures.
The heart of a wolf.
You're a leader.
I hate to say, but I'm nervous. I prove I just
New species to the town for sure will make everything crowded, spooky and cramped, a true nightmare if you ask me. Well, that wraps up everything. No? With the cast members showing off their net worth, as they should because they earned it, I can really tell how this Disney franchise has come a long way. The Zombies franchise brings to you not only one species of spooky galore, but more. They give you science fiction and a little bit of romance and teen spirit as well, with the latest addition to the franchise being more spooky characters that may or may not thicken the plot of the whole franchise. This one is surely a hit. I mean, could you imagine how this franchise might have given some of its crew their on-screen breakthrough? That is totally on the next level. Check out these videos next.